it's your girl Rabbit K in the house. You may notice that I have a little bit of a purple situation going on. I decided to switch it up because I had a little bit of a midlife crisis and I was like, you know, why not just change your hair color, because that always makes you feel better, doesn't it? So I did this thing on my Instagram where I got you guys to vote what I was going to talk about in this video, and I had either a spider story or a skincare routine, and I got 90% spider, so I'm gonna do a skincare routine. I'm joking, lamau, haha. Ew, look at my nails, I got makeup under there, Grez. So yes, I'm gonna talk about a little story, a couple of stories actually, because I've got many childhood traumas relating to spiders, weirdly enough. Yeah, so I will not be doing a skincare routine on my YouTube channel apparently, because no one gave a flying F, which I'm fine with because I don't really have a great skincare routine anyway. I didn't post last week, soz about it, but I kind of didn't post because I had the unfortunate incident of people from work finding my YouTube channel, and this is like something I'm like super scared of. I know that you have to promote yourself to get places when it comes to people viewing you, but I don't mind people I know seeing me. However, when I have to go to work like the next day after posting a video and people G me up about it, I just can't handle it. I freak out, I get awkward, I get really like, what's the word that I'm looking for, where you, it's like self-conscious, insecure. I get really insecure and I like get really shamed out, and then like they were making fun of me and it was making me insecure and I was like, oh fuck this shit. So I didn't end up posting a video, and then I realized that that is like the whole point of posting on the internet, is that people are going to make fun of you. So hello everyone from work that's watching, I love you all. So spider story, let's get started. I'm going to tell some spider stories that have probably impacted my life, and hence why I go to therapy. Joking, or am I? So the first one is just like, okay, I remember exactly the pivotal point in time where I became scared of spiders, and it was when I was a child, I used to live in a caravan, and I had like a little house bit built on the side, so it was like it couldn't move or anything, so it was like a caravan with the little house bit, and on the little house bit was like my room when I was a bit older, as well as like the lounge room and the toilet. So there was that. That's just like to set the scene of my life, because all of these stories are in this caravan. So except one. And so when I became scared of spiders, we were living in that caravan, but we also had what we called the egg van, and the egg van was like a van that just looked like a big egg. Gee, that was really descriptive. I remember when my mum like opened the door of the back of the egg van, because it was like one of those ones that opened that way. She opened it and there was this massive spider, like I'm easily the size of my hand, like huge, and it was like real skinny and it had like these real long legs, and my mum like shrilly was like it was terrifying, and it's like ingrained in my brain forever. And now, like, because she was so scared, I am now so scared. Like, not blaming her, but like, you know, like that was the time in my life that I remember being like, fuck spiders, I never want to touch them, I never want to look at them, they're terrifying, my mum was terrified, therefore I'm terrified. That was the beginning. So that sets the scene of my terrified nature of spiders. Next thing was, we were watching The Mummy, and I was living upstairs at the time, because there was like you know what a caravan looks like it's like this, and then there's like a bed on one side, bed on the other side, and then like the kitchen in the middle. So I lived on one side, my parents lived on the other side. We were downstairs in the lounge room watching The Mummy Returns, the one where like the bugs are like crawling under the skin. I, as a young child, was already anxious as I am now, and I decided that after watching that movie, I like got this like real scary feeling in my body that there was like something under my pillow, like a spider was under my pillow, and I checked underneath and there was a huntsman spider under there that was so big. It was like, once again, it wasn't the size of my hand this time, but it was really, really fat and real hairy. Like, it was like, ugh. I was so scared. And my dad had to sleep in my bed for like 2 weeks. Can we keep in mind also that I was like ages like 4 through 7 during these times? Like, I was a child. So, I mean, still, my dad would probably still have to sleep in my bed for 2 weeks if I found a spider under my bed, but you know. So that was story number 2. Story number 3 is the real scary one. So, I was asleep. I can't even tell the story. I feel like it was so like crazy that I can't even believe it was real. So, okay, I was asleep. I was young. I was a kid. I was in downstairs bedroom this time. And in the downstairs bedroom, it was like a bunk bed. It was really high up to the ceiling, so I could lift my arms out and touch the roof. And I woke up to this like I need to put some like music in the background here. I woke up to this scuttling. You know the noise, like the kind of noise. Oh, my fingers look real creepy when I'm doing that. So I woke up to some scuttling, and it was like, I could hear it. There was so much of it. Like, it was like, and I was like, what? I opened my little 6 or 5-year-old eyes, and there was like thousands. I'm not exaggerating. Like, this is not an exaggeration. There was thousands of little orange spiders. Like, I had a white roof, and the white roof was orange with these little orange spiders, and they were all like around the roof. Oh my god, it was the most terrifying thing in my entire life. I had to like go like this out of the bed and like slide down the ladder up to the bed because I was like, oh my god. I got to my door and I was like, Daddy! Legit terrifying, like actually scared to my death. And you know what's even worse about this story is that it happened again, but with flying ants. But the flying ants was my fault because when I was a kid, once again, Christmas time rolled around and I fell asleep with a candy cane under my pillow, and flying ants found it and they were all over my roof as well, like in the same place. So I had like 2 experiences, and like we only lived there until I was in grade 4. So like in a small space of my life, I had 2 traumatic, like horror movie style insect on the roof experiences. It was insane. And like I'm guessing like a spider egg must have like hatched in like my pillow or somewhere, because they were coming from like laying down here. The corner of the room was here, and it was like they were all up on the roof, all the way down to the end of the room. Like, insane. Like if you were like, I'm surprised, like yes, I am scared of spiders, but I wouldn't say I have like arachnophobia or anything. I'm surprised that I don't. I'm surprised I didn't need like extensive therapy after that. Last story, and this is why, especially why I hate spiders. Like that situation, yes, traumatic, but this situation, fuck this shit. I was asleep again, and it's irrelevant, but I will mention it just because it's funny. I was having a dream. I was a kid again. Like we just moved into this place, maybe like I was like 8 or 9. I remember sleeping and dreaming about Goofy, and he was running around naked, but I couldn't see him because it was dark. So all I could see was his eyes, and he was like panicking, and he was like, "Whoa, gosh, what do I do?" Totally irrelevant, I know, but anyway, that was what I was dreaming about, and I must have needed to go to the toilet because it was like he was busting for the toilet, and I could like feel that he was busting for the toilet, and I was like, I could feel that my eyes were trying to be opened, but I couldn't open them. You know when you're like, you're trying really hard, but you just can't? Anyway, eventually, after trying with all my little might to open my eyes, I opened them, and this spider, I swear to God, I was laying in bed and I had like a dressing table beside me, and it like was right next to my face, and there was a spider on it, like a huntsman spider. What's with me and huntsman spiders? And it was like putting its little legs out like this to touch my face. I swear to God. So anyway, I was like, moved over a little bit, sat up, got off the bed, and then my mum was like at the couch down at the hallway, and I made sure she was there. Like I like tiptoed to the door and then saw my mum, and I was like, when I realized she was there, I was like, ah! I like ran down the hallway, and my mum was like, what the fuck? And I was like, turned around and I was like, there's a spider in my room, and that little motherfucker was following me down the hallway. Like it had jumped off of the freaking dressing table and like scuttled its little way down the hallway, and when I turned around I was like, it's there! Now, what is the actual point of spiders? I know you're gonna be like,
Oh my god, they're made so that they can eat pests, which is like free pest control, and then it like prevents diseases being carried in those pests.
I don't care, okay? Those little motherfuckers are terrifying. Everything with those little legs and creeping around and crawling around need to get the hell out of my life. Period. Nasty, nasty little thing. So yeah, that was the roof spider experience was terrifying, but that little one following me down the hallway, extra terrifying. It's like it had a brain. Well, I mean, spiders have brains, but do the spiders have brains? That was very like,
Do dogs have brains?
oh my god. Speaking of, I don't know why I put myself through it, but I just watched Trisha Paytas' video on PewDiePie making a video about her, and I was like, if that bitch can make a 2-hour long video about going,
You know, I just feel like I'm trying to do different stuff, and like I like making videos because like,
surely I have people that are going to view me and enjoy me. Because I didn't enjoy that, but I still sat through it. So surely I've got people sitting through me. And that reminds me, I had even more, like I had like double the views on this video that I did on my last video. So thank you again for watching, and let me know what I'm doing right so I can keep doing it right, you know? But yeah, that was it. Like, just, no more spiders, you nasty, get away from me. I am terrified of spiders, don't want to borrow them, nasty, gross, get out. So if you've ever had a super creepy, disgusting, gross spider experience, let me know in the comments below so we can like totally vibe on our childhood traumas. And I would also love if you would like and comment and subscribe and do all the buzzword things so that I'm inspired to continue entertaining the 814. By the way, somebody unsubscribed. Rude. I can't click today. I've got a dry mouth. I can't do it. There we go. If you're gonna unsubscribe, at least tell me why, so I can try harder for you next time, honestly. But yes, please like, comment, subscribe, do all the buzzwords, and I will see y'all in my next video, which won't be a skincare routine.